Melero posted 134.770 on his last lap, and will be pushing hard for an even lower time.
Melero is not giving up and will be looking for every 10th.
Sketty is on his practice out lap. It's a lovely day for racing here at Genoatrack Uno as we watch these drivers warm up and get ready for the race. Sketty is on his practice out lap. With just 9 minutes left before we move to qualification, there is not long left for these drivers to finish their preparations.
If there is still time on the clock, there is still time to improve.
Melero just posted a 133.811 crossing start finish.
The time clock can be a cruel mistress that is all too willing to show you your faults.
Melero has a best lap time of 133.811.
Melero is not giving up and will be looking for every 10th.
Kevin Lekmansky posted 147.332 on his last lap, and will be pushing hard for an even lower time.
If there is still time on the clock, there is still time to improve.
Kevin Lekmansky has a best lap time of 134.659.
The time clock can be a cruel mistress that is all too willing to show you your faults.
With just 7 minutes left before we move to qualification, there is not long left for these drivers to finish their preparations. Simon just posted a 420.323 crossing start finish. Simon of the Desert posted 514.056 on his last lap, and will be pushing hard for an even lower time.
Simon is not giving up and will be looking for every 10th.
Simon of the Desert has a best lap time of 136.873.
If there is still time on the clock, there is still time to improve.
There are just over 5 minutes left in this practice session. With just 5 minutes left before we move to qualification, there is not long left for these drivers to finish their preparations.
The time clock can be a cruel mistress that is all too willing to show you your faults.
Kevin just posted a 147.332 crossing start finish.
There is always more time to be found, but Kevin is not guaranteed to find it.
Here we go, folks. The atmosphere is electric as the drivers prepare to unleash their machines at Genoatrack Uno for the qualifying session. This is where the mental game comes into play. Kevin Lekmansky is taking his time to prepare for his qualifying run.
This is the moment he's been preparing for. Let's see if he can execute.
Kevin Lekmansky is expertly commanding that car through Shadow Girl.
Don't forget to check out the views near Shadow Girl, they are fantastic.
Kevin Lekmansky is looking relatively composed going through Corncracker. It's all about strategy in these early moments. Melero is taking his time to prepare. Melero completes that lap in his ASRL Veloce GTS-8, putting him in P24. The adrenaline is pumping. Steady is on his out lap, warming up the tires and getting ready to put in a fast lap time.
It's all about finding that balance between staying calm and focused, while also pushing the limits.
Steady is driving through Wampa.
This is such a great track. I need to make it back here more often.
Steady is working his way through Das Boot.
Spectators near here can smell the smoke wafting from nearby grills.
He can feel the tension building. Adam is out on track and getting ready to push for his qualifying time.
He'll want to get a good gap established for the...
Adam has completed his out lap. That ASRL Veloce GTS-8 looks good driving through Shadow Girl.
When I get some free time after the race, I'm going to park my pudding near Shadow Girl with a nice drink and some friends.
It looks like Kevin Lekmansky is getting ready to make his move. He's taking his time to warm up those tires and get everything just right. Kevin Lekmansky is keeping his head down through Wild Willie.
There's a great spot near here to kick back with a cold drink and enjoy the beauty of it all.
As Kevin Lekmansky completes the outlap, he will be hoping there's enough space on track to fully attack on the flying lap. The pressure is on in this That's the outlap done for Simon of the Desert. He'll now look to focus on his first flying lap. Simon of the Desert is currently up 0.11 going through Shadow Girl.
If Simon looks at that delta too much, it may end up being a distraction, and all that time he found may be lost.
There are just over 10 minutes left in this qualification session. Kevin Lekmansky is expertly commanding that car through Wendigo.
Fans sitting near Wendigo get some of the best views of the action.
Kevin Lekmansky is driving through Das Boot and is up 0.87. Kevin Lekmansky has just completed that lap in 1:33.790. His best lap so far is 1:33.790, putting him in P1. This is what it's all about. Melero is putting everything he's got into this qualifying session. Melero appears focused and prepared driving through Corncracker.
The ASRL Veloce GTS-8 is indeed a sweet-ass looking ride.
Melero is looking relatively composed going through Wild Willie.
I have always loved this section of the track.
Melero completes his lap in a time of 1:33.455, currently in P1. Kevin Lekmansky is in the green by 0.75. Kevin Lekmansky has improved by 1.0 up through Das Boot. Kevin Lekmansky is currently on provisional pole, with a time of 1:32.786. Simon of the Desert will be happy, with a time good enough for fourth in this qualifying session.
Every fraction of a second counts. He is surely working on that 1.151 gap to pole.
Adam has improved by 1.06. Adam is currently on provisional pole, with a time of 1:32.674. Melero is in the green by 0.27, making his way through Wild Willie.
If Melero gets greedy, this delta could go from green to red in the blink of an eye.
Melero will be happy, with a time good enough for third in this qualifying session. Adam is 0.25 up driving through Middle Earth. Adam is driving through Wampum. Adam is now up 0.34 in Long Dawn.
Adam needs all the focus and resolve he can muster to maintain this pace.
Adam is currently on provisional pole, with a time of 1:32.399. Adam is working his way through Shadow Girl. David Zahn has found an extra 0.11. David Zahn is currently up 0.36 going through powder cache. David Zahn has improved by 0.91 up through Corncracker. David Zahn is driving through Wild Willie and is up 0.95.
This is where drivers have to decide to push for more or just try to maintain it.
David Zahn has some work to do, as his best time of 134.325 is only good enough for 6th. Adam is keeping his head down through Wendigo.
There's a spot near here where the teenagers sneak off to make out.
Adam is 0.42 up driving through Das Boat.
All we can do now is wish Adam luck as the start-finish line approaches.
Adam is currently on provisional pole, with a time of 1:31.944. That ASRL Veloce GTS-8 looks good driving through Shadow Girl.
Fuel, fumes, fans, and fights, Shadow Girl has it all.
David Zahn is in the green by 0.19, making his way through powder cache.
There's no guarantee that Zahn can maintain this delta through the rest of the lap.
David Zahn appears focused and prepared driving through Corncracker.
The action and glory drivers have lived here at Corncracker is truly historic.
David Zahn is driving through Wild Willie. Impressive work from Kevin Lekmansky, who has claimed second on the grid. Now, the focus is on maintaining his composure and push for an even better starting position.
Great analysis, Marco. Lekmansky has shown excellent pace to secure second. Now, the focus shifts to whether he can use that track position to his advantage in the race.
Kevin Lekmansky will be happy, with a time good enough for second in this qualifying session.
It may be difficult for him to find that missing 0.851, but that won't stop him from trying.
Incredible drive by Simon of the Desert so far, earning him 5th. The competition is fierce, however, and he'll need to quickly find more time to get even closer to the sharp end of the grid. Simon of the Desert will be happy, with a time good enough for 5th in this qualifying session.
Every fraction of a second counts. He is surely working on that 1.981 gap to pole.
Kevin Lekmansky is currently in 2nd during qualifying. The challenge now is to assess his competitors and strategize how to move up the order for a better race start.
Absolutely, Marco. Kevin has shown great potential to secure 2nd. It's now a matter of channeling that momentum into a strong performance during the race.
Kevin Lekmansky is looking relatively composed going through Windigo. Kevin Lekmansky is working his way through Long Don.
To see the best action, you can't go wrong here at Long Don.
Kevin Lekmansky will be happy, with a time good enough for 2nd in this qualifying session.
It may be difficult for him to find that missing 0.414, but that won't stop him from trying.
Impressive display by Ryan Wilson, currently sitting in P7. He's set a competitive time, but the question remains whether he can push even harder to secure a better starting position. Ryan Wilson is now up 0.45 in Shadow Girl.
If Wilson gets greedy, this delta could go from green to red in the blink of an eye.
Ryan Wilson has improved by 1.22 up through Corncracker. Ryan Wilson is keeping his head down through Wild Willie.
This is such a great track. I need to make it back here more often.
Ryan Wilson has just completed that lap in 1:35.608, which is 3.673 off the best time, putting him in P7. It's a very still day here at Genoatrack Uno, as we're getting ready to get things underway. Adam will have the best seat in the house starting from pole position.
The pressure's on now. Let's see if any of the other drivers can challenge for this spot at the start.
Starting on the front row is a great opportunity for Kevin Lekmanski to challenge for the lead.
He can't count his chickens before they've hatched. There is a long way to go.
It's Melero, sitting comfortably in third.
He's going to have to be quick out of the blocks to keep up with the top performers.
Taking the fourth spot is Sketty.
Sketty will be taking no prisoners today.
Simon of the Desert lines up in fifth place as the engines rev and the race begins.
Starting from here, Desert may already have expectations of a podium finish.
David Zahn is going to be starting from sixth.
It's not always easy to get the ASRL Veloce GTS-8 this high up the starting grid.
Starting from seventh on the grid is a good position for Ryan Wilson to launch an attack.
It's the Hypers tire compounds for Ryan.
The lights are out and it's go time.
These first moments can set the tone for the rest of the race. It's all about keeping a clear head and making smart decisions.
As the tires come up to temp, their available grip is changing, and the drivers that manage this transition best are likely to make progress through the field.
With this motley bunch of drivers, there is bound to be drama. I just hope we don't miss it.
As the drivers get this race underway, let me give a shout out to the admin team at ASRL for making this all possible. Heroes one and all. As we watch the drivers fight it out in the first lap, I can already feel that this is going to be an epic race.
It's always intense racing here at Genoatrack. Hold on to your hats, folks.
There's some intense battling throughout the field as everyone is feeling out the drivers around them. I think passing is going to be difficult today here at Genoatrack Uno, so it's going to be interesting to see how these drivers get on.
The race isn't won in the first turn, but there have been plenty that have ended there, Marco.
It's an intense battle for position as Kevin Lekmanski tries to out. Braking alert. What a move. Kevin Lekmanski has moved up to first. A setback for Kevin Lekmanski. Breaking news, folks. An impressive showing from Kevin Lekmanski, who has gained positions and left Adam in the dust.
Absolutely. Lekmanski is showing great pace and determination, but he can't get too confident. There are still plenty of challenges ahead.
Oh, this is getting intense. Sketty is just a few car lengths behind Melero.
With just 0.3 seconds between them, Sketty will need to close the gap to have hopes of a pass.
The pressure is on as Adam tries to catch up to Kevin Lekmanski. This is going to be a nail-biter. Melero is defending for his life, but Sketty is right there doing everything he can to force a mistake.
Sketty is certainly pushing all he can, but the gap might be too much. Unless Melero makes a mistake, it looks like he'll hold on to third.
This is what it's all about, folks. Sketty is in hold the phone. Fantastic move from Sketty, who has just gained a position.
Absolutely. Sketty is really putting on a clinic out there, and he's making it look easy.
It's neck and neck, the closest battle we've seen in a while.
One wrong move and we could see a spectacular new synchronized pirouette performance by Adam and Lekmanski, though I doubt the judges would give them a perfect score.
While speeding through Slim Shot, Sketty is relentlessly pursuing Melero in a high-stakes battle for position.
This is where the mental game comes into play. Sketty and Melero both need to stay cool under pressure.
Sketty has just put in a faster lap than Melero, so that's going to give him something to worry about.
The question now is, can Melero respond to that and pick up the pace? I'm not so sure.
The battle for P1 is heating up as Adam tries to catch Kevin Lekmanski in P1. Looks like Sketty is really hitting those curves aggressively, which can unsettle the car and cause handling issues.
Indeed, taking too much curb can upset the car's balance, leading to oversteer or understeer.
Adam is on a mission, chasing Kevin Lekmanski, who's desperately trying to stay ahead.
The gap between them is just over 0.4 seconds.
Hold the phone. That won't be ideal for Simon of the Desert. This is where the race gets really interesting. Adam is closing in on Kevin Lekmanski.
The gap is 0.4 seconds now. Adam is going to have to work a bit harder to close that gap with Lekmanski.
Good news for Adam, the gap to Kevin Lekmanski has decreased. It's now down to 0.3 seconds.
Exactly what Adam needed. He can't afford to lose any more ground to Lekmanski.
Well, it doesn't look like David Zahn is going to be much of a threat to anyone soon, let alone Ryan Wilson.
Anything can happen yet, and it usually does. I've certainly seen drivers come back from worse.
Things are heating up as Adam tries to close the gap to Kevin Lekmanski. Looking at the lap times, Adam is not currently on pace with Kevin Lekmanski. Maybe he'll get a chance to see where to make up some time.
It will be interesting to see if Lekmanski can keep outpacing Adam.
Pushing too hard can lead to mistakes, and we're seeing that now. That car is really unsettled from being pushed for every last bit of speed.
It's all about finding the perfect opportunity. Adam needs to stay patient and wait for Lekmanski to make a mistake.
Things don't seem to be going Sketty's way in this race, as that's a big gap he'll have to close to even be in with a shout for gaining a place here.
Every race adds to a driver's experience, both good and bad. It just highlights that Sketty is going to have to get more serious with practice to not get outclassed on the circuit.
Coming into Powder Cache, the fight for first is heating up. Neither driver wants to be the first to blink.
If things go wrong between Adam and Lekmanski, they could be exchanging more than just paint, like maybe a strongly worded post-race chat.
It's certainly not going to plan for Adam right now, who is struggling to keep up with Kevin Lekmanski.
Adam needs to get it together to make a dent in that gap.
Sketty is looking for a way to close that gap to Adam. The pursuit is on. Adam is closing the gap on Kevin Lekmansky, determined to claim P1. Adam appears to be losing ground on Kevin Lekmansky. He'll need to pick up the pace a bit heading into Das Boot to get a good exit and gain some ground.
Adam needs to focus and keep pushing, even when things aren't going his way. If he can close the gap down, he may be able to bring the fight to Lekmansky.
Oh, this is getting intense. Sketty needs to keep Adam in his sights.
I would not be surprised to see him challenge for the position.
This is where the skill and precision of the drivers really comes into play. Adam is chasing Kevin Lekmansky in P1. It seems like Adam is pushing hard, currently on track to record his best lap so far this race. Braking update. Great driving from Adam, who has just gained a place and moved up to second.
You can't argue with results like that. Adam is really making his mark on this race.
It doesn't seem like things are going to plan for Sketty as there is a big gap ahead.
It's not over until the checkered flag drops, and it's important to maintain concentration until you've made it to the finish line.
These drivers are walking a razor's edge between pushing the limits and making costly errors.
Absolutely, it's all about finding that sweet spot where you're pushing the car to its limits without crossing the line into reckless driving. This is where every inch counts. Adam is pushing hard to close the gap on Lekmansky. Absolutely, precision and control are key here. Knowing when to push and when to hold back can be the difference between winning and losing. It
looks like we might get a battle between Adam and Kevin Lekmansky.
This is where the race gets really exciting. Both drivers will be pushing to the limit to gain the advantage.
Sketty has a mountain to climb at the moment to close that gap with Adam. I expect his only hope at this point is that Adam makes an error. This is a thrilling battle as Adam edges closer to Kevin Lekmansky in their fight for P1.
You can see that car bouncing around as it rides the curves. It's a risky move that could end in disaster.
It's not going to plan for Adam, who is trailing behind Kevin Lekmansky, and the gap is widening. He may not have an answer for this right now.
This is a tough situation for Adam. He'll need to find a way to pick up some speed and close that gap.
Every move counts now as Melero works to reel in David Zahn and overtake for P5.
Sometimes you have to take risks to win, but pushing the car too hard can be a costly mistake. Melero needs to be careful not to overdo it.
Oh, this is getting intense. Adam is just a few car lengths behind Kevin Lekmansky.
Adam needs to focus to have a chance at getting past Lekmansky.
It looks like Adam is making a move. The gap to Kevin Lekmansky is now down to 0.2 seconds. The pressure is on as Melero tries to catch up to David Zahn.
It's a fine line between pushing the car to its limits and losing control. Melero is really walking that fine line.
Adam is giving it his all, chasing down Kevin Lekmansky in P1.
The mental game is just as important here. Adam must keep his cool while putting pressure on Lekmansky.
It seems like Adam is struggling. His last lap time was a bit off the pace of Kevin Lekmanski.
Hopefully Adam can find some of that missing time and get it back.
Melero is running 6th and trying to keep up with David Zahn. The battle for P1 is heating up as Adam tries to catch Kevin Lekmanski in P1. Melero is running 6th and trying to catch David Zahn.
This is not going to be an easy pass to make.
The race is really heating up. Adam is hunting down Kevin Lekmanski with everything he's got. Melero is on a mission, chasing David Zahn, who's desperately trying to stay ahead.
We'll have to wait to see if Melero can use the draft to his advantage, or if the lack of downforce will hinder his progress.
This is where the race gets really interesting. Adam is closing in on Kevin Lekmanski.
The gap between them is now just over 0.3 seconds.
It's looking good for Dave. Hold that thought. Looks like that's a mistake from David Zahn. This could be costly. The pursuit is on. Adam is closing the gap on Kevin Lekmanski, determined to claim P1. Great effort from Adam. His last lap was the best we have seen from him. Pushing too hard can lead to mistakes, and we're seeing that now. That car is really... Hold that thought. Oh dear, Ryan Wilson has had an incident. These drivers are walking a razor's edge between pushing the limits and making costly errors.
Absolutely. It's all about finding that sweet spot where you're pushing the car to its limits without crossing the line into reckless driving.
This is a thrilling battle as David Zahn edges closer to Ryan Wilson in their fight for P5. It's like watching two predators circling each other, waiting for the perfect moment to pounce.
Should things go awry, Adam and Lekmanski might find themselves giving a whole new meaning to the term tandem drifting, though I doubt they'd enjoy it as much as the spectators.
Braking development. Ryan Wilson has pulled into the pits. It's a thrilling pursuit as Adam is right behind Kevin Lekmanski, keeping the pressure on for first place. It looks like Kevin Lekmanski is pulling away from Adam. The gap is continuing to grow as they head through Middle Earth.
He needs to pick up the pace for sure, but that's not always a real possibility.
The intensity is off the charts as Adam hounds Kevin Lekmanski, both drivers pushing themselves to the absolute limit.
This is the moment where legends are made. These drivers will go down in history as the ones who fought tooth and nail for the top spot.
A solid performance from David Zahn, who is holding down 5th. Every move counts now as Adam works to reel in Kevin Lekmanski and overtake for P1. The gap between Adam and Kevin Lekmanski is getting smaller. The track conditions are looking good here today. The drivers will be able to push the cars to the limit, and it's going to make for some exciting racing. It's a game of inches now as Adam tails Kevin Lekmansky closely, ready to capitalize on any mistake. The gap between David Zahn and Simon of the Desert is pretty substantial right now. It's probably going to take a mistake from David to even allow Simon to get a look in.
Simon certainly isn't going to be close enough to mount any kind of challenge soon unless it's down to a mistake from Dave.
Adam is pushing really hard, but as we know, pushing too hard can lead to other mistakes, like locking up the brakes or missing a shift.
It's a game of strategy now as Adam hunts down Lekmansky. Yes, it's all about choosing the right moments to push and when to conserve energy, waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike.
It's game on now. Adam has closed the gap to Kevin Lekmansky. It's now down to 0.1 seconds.
This is where the pressure really starts to build. A driver that stays calm and focused is more likely to come out on top.
This race is getting even more intense. The drivers are pushing each other to the limit.
It's like they're playing a game of chicken, but with cars. And the winner gets to take home the checkered flag and bragging rights.
That's one way to put it. These drivers have to be in top physical and mental shape to compete at this level.
It's like they're training for the Olympics. And like you said, the mental fortitude required to stay focused and alert for the entire race is wild.
I think I need a nap just watching them. The pursuit is on. Sketty is working on that gap to Adam, determined to claim P2. Rising to the occasion and claiming victory would help to cement Adam's legendary status. Oh, the pressure is intense. These three drivers are displaying incredible skill and determination. It's like a high-speed chess match out there. Oh, this is getting intense. Adam is just behind Kevin Lekmansky.
If Adam gets any closer, he might as well ask Kevin for a piggyback ride.
They're giving it everything they've got. It's a battle of nerves as they hold up, breaking info. Superb driving from Sketty, who with that overtake has gained a position in the race. This is what racing is all about. Two fierce competitors pushing each other to the limit.
If this battle ends in tears, it could be like watching a high-speed domino effect. Let's hope they keep it clean and avoid any unplanned off-track excursions.
The fans are on the edge of their seats. It's breaking development. It's a tale of two drivers right now, with Sketty gaining places and Kevin Lekmansky losing them. Heartbreak for Sketty, as they slip down the field. Wow, Adam is really pushing hard to catch up to Sketty.
This is what makes motor racing so exciting. The tension is high and the stakes are even higher. I would not bet on either racer at this point, as it's too close to call.
In racing, anything can, it usually does, happen, especially in such an epic showdown.
It's a battle of nerves now. Sketty and Lekmansky are both pushing hard, but need to avoid mistakes that might cost them time or positions.
The adrenaline is pumping as Adam gets within striking distance of Sketty in their race for second.
Adam is so close to Sketty that if this were a dance floor, they'd be doing the tango.
This is what separates the best from the rest. These drivers are demonstrating their racecraft, searching for any weakness to exploit. It's a true test of skill. Adam is looking for an opportunity to get around Sketty.
I might have said this before, but dog, bone, you know the rest.
Oh my, Sketty is hot on the tail of Kevin Lekmansky as they drive through Das Boot.
This battle between Sketty and Kevin is so intense, you could cut the tension with a knife, or should I say, with a front wing.
Hold on to your hats, folks. Adam is right on the heels of Sketty, and we're in for a wild ride.
The only thing closer than Adam to Sketty right now is the paint on their cars. Talk about a close encounter.
The pressure, hold the phone. What a tight spot for Sketty. Adam is right on his tail, 0.2 seconds away, and Lekmansky just inches ahead with a gap of 0.1 seconds. It's a true test of these drivers' racecraft abilities.
Spot on analysis, Marco. The gaps to the cars ahead and behind are like a double-edged sword for Sketty. He can use the gaps to his advantage, but also needs to be aware of the threats from both directions.
The gap between Adam and Kevin Lekmansky is razor thin as they vie for first in this nail-biting contest.
As a former driver, I can tell you there's nothing quite like the adrenaline rush when you're this close to your rival, ready to make your move.
Adam is not able to keep his pace consistent, and is currently 0.4 seconds down.
This may not be a track that Adam is familiar with, which can be a pleasant challenge or an annoyance at being off pace.
As we enjoy seeing these titans of the track battle it out, let's not forget about the pit crews. Those guys and girls are like a well-oiled machine themselves.
Absolutely. They're the unsung heroes of the racing world. But you know what they say, behind every great driver is an even greater pit crew.
It's like Kevin Lekmansky has saved all his energy for the leader has just finished the race. A fantastic result for Kevin Lekmansky. Some might say that second place is the first loser, but Adam certainly doesn't see it that way. He put in a phenomenal effort and should be proud of his podium finish.
Strong work securing second place. Well done.
Impressive drive from Sketty to claim the final spot on the podium.
What a drive, well-deserved spot on the podium with that performance.
Taking fourth is Melero, with David Zahn in fifth. Coming in sixth, we have Simon of the Desert. There's a little bit of wind in the air today here at Genoatrack Uno, as we're getting ready to get things underway. Starting from pole position is the best possible outcome for Simon of the Desert.
He can't afford to get complacent. He will have a target on his back now.
David Zahn will be looking to convert this front row start into a win.
He will have to be smart about his moves. He must not burn out too early.
As the drivers prepare to take off, Melero sits in third place on the starting grid.
Another good start for the Brazilian driver.
Coming in at fourth, we have Sketty.
It's like he's on the outside looking in, close enough to see the front without actually being there.
At fifth, we have the one and only Adam.
A strong grid position, and he'll be expecting a solid result today.
Securing the sixth place is Kevin Lekmansky.
Putting that ASRL Veloce GTS-8 into prime position for the race.
Our seventh place starter, Ryan Wilson, is a driver who knows how to make up ground on the track.
Wilson is going to show us something special, I'm sure of it.
The green flag is out and we're racing. Time for the drivers to put their foot down.
The drivers will need to be aggressive but also patient. They can't afford to make any mistakes if they want to stay in the running for a podium finish.
It's a delicate balance, Janet, but the best drivers know how to push the limits and make it work to their advantage.
It's never easy to drive that razor's edge between perfection and disaster.
The stewards will be hoping that there aren't too many incidents for them to pick over when the dust settles on this one. This is going to be one hell of a race. I can already feel it. It's brilliant to see such a full grid here today. The tensions are high, and no one will want to make a crucial mistake on the first lap.
What a beautiful day for racing here at Genoatrack Uno. This is going to be good to watch.
All the drivers will be trying to take advantage of the pack whilst they're still bunched up.
The drivers will be jostling for the best position, Marco. Some of them may not make it to the second lap in one piece.
It's a steady race for David Zahn so far, keeping it clean and maintaining focus.
Consistency is key in racing. Zahn just needs to keep doing what he's doing and wait for opportunities to present themselves.
Tactics are clearly going to play an important part in this race.
Drivers are gonna need to look after their tires and will want to keep something in them for the crucial latter stages, as their tires wear and fuel levels deplete and the handling changes.
And don't forget the track grip increases as more rubber gets laid down.
Indeed, the conditions are constantly changing and the drivers need to adapt, otherwise it can cost crucial time and jeopardize their position.
Oh, this is getting intense. Adam is just a few car lengths behind Melero.
The racing is getting tight between Adam and Melero as they battle for P4. No doubt, both drivers know that one mistake could cost them the position. It's a test of nerves as much as skill.
Hold on a second. A great moment for Adam, who has just gained a place and moved up the standings.
Amazing stuff. Focus and precision, what it's all about.
The action is heating up here as David Zahn is in 5th, defending from Kevin Lekmansky, who is only 0.3 seconds away.
It's not over yet. Lekmansky is right on Dave's tail, and if he can find just a little bit of extra speed, he might be able to make a move.
The action is hold the phone. What a move. Adam has moved up to 3rd.
Impressive. Adam is really showing his skill and determination out there.
Janet, can you share some strategies that drivers use to manage tire degradation? Braking alert. Big gains for Adam as they move up the field, leaving Melero behind. Adam wants to get into Melero's slipstream.
If Adam gets too close, he might end up taking the paint off.
This is where the skill and precision of the drivers really comes into play. David Zahn is chasing Adam in P3. Kevin Lekmansky could be looking for a way up the inside of David Zahn.
For sure, Marco, that's exactly what I would be doing here, as Zahn is going to be aware of him riding his bumper.
The battle for P5 is heating up as Sketty tries to catch Kevin Lekmansky in P5. Adam is giving it his all, chasing down Melero in P2.
Adam is really pushing the limits. He's riding the curves and hustling that ASRL Veloce GTS-8 like a boss.
This is getting exciting. Sketty is looking for any gap that might open up the position. This is not breaking up there. Now I may be wrong here, but I'm not sure that's the racing line. Whoa! Sketty is coming in hot. I don't know if it's the red mist or if he just missed his braking corner.
Yeah, but all Lekmansky has to do is defend his line.
Hold up, breaking info. Things don't look to be going Sketty's way, who is taking a premature evacuation into the pits.
That's not where Sketty wants to be right now.
Things don't seem to be. Hold on a second. That won't be ideal for Sketty.
Genoatrack Uno is always a test for these drivers, and sometimes that's the way it goes.
Adam is looking for a way round Melero.
To achieve anything in this game, you must be prepared to dabble at the boundary of disaster.
Adam needs to find some speed, or maybe get more consistent. Janet, he's just put in a slower lap than Melero.
It will be.
Hold on a second. A tough moment for Adam, who has just lost a place, now in 4th. Tough break for Adam, who has just lost a position.
Definitely, but Adam is a skilled driver, and has what it takes to fight back and regain that position.
Well, it doesn't look like David Zahn is going to be much of a threat to anyone soon, let alone Melero.
Every race adds to a driver's experience, both good and bad. It just highlights that David is going to have to get more serious with practice to not get outclassed on the circuit.
3 cars, 3 different racing strategies. One driver is defending, while the other 2 are relentlessly attacking. This is either going to be great or a disaster. Adam is pushing hard and has reduced the gap to Kevin Lekmansky to 0.2 seconds.
He'll be looking for a mistake to pounce on.
We are used to seeing some hard-fought but clean racing here at ASRL. I'm expecting to see nothing different here today as this race unfolds. This is wheel-to-wheel racing at its finest. The drivers are practically glued together as they fight for every inch of track. It's a battle you don't want to miss.
Absolutely, Marco. The slipstream plays a crucial role in these battles. The drivers are using every trick in the book to gain an advantage while constantly evaluating when to make their move.
David Zong has a mountain to climb at the moment to close that gap with Simon of the Desert. I expect his only hope at this point is that Simon makes an error. Look at that. Simon of the Desert is hot on the tail of Melero. They're going side by side, door handle to door handle. This is as close as it gets, folks. I would not be surprised if these drivers swap positions a few times before the order gets ultimately decided.
Exactly, Marco. It's like a high-stakes chess match on wheels. These drivers are analyzing every move and trying to anticipate their opponent's next move. It's a true test of their mental acuity.
Simon of the Desert is running second and trying to catch Melero. It's not looking good for Simon of the Desert, who is still behind Melero, and the gap is increasing.
This is not ideal for Simon, but there's still time to turn this around. He'll need to focus and not let that gap get any bigger.
They're going for the same piece of tarmac. Sparks are flying as they battle for position, daring each other to brake later and go deeper into the corners. The gap between Kevin Lekmansky and Adam is growing. It's now up to 1.2 seconds. The gap between Melero and Simon of the Desert is pretty substantial right now. It's probably going to take a mistake from Melero to even allow Simon to get a look in.
It's not over until the checkered flag drops, and it's important to maintain concentration until you've made it to the finish line.
It looks like we might get a battle between Simon of the Desert and Melero.
That's a great effort from Simon. He'll need to keep up the pressure and see if he can make a move.
Things are going according to plan for Melero, who is currently first. Oh, Jenny. Melero has seen his lead over Simon of the Desert shrink to 1.0 seconds.
This is where the pressure really starts to mount on Melero. He'll need to stay focused and not make any mistakes.
Simon of the Desert is on a mission, chasing Melero, who's desperately trying to stay ahead.
I would not be surprised to see him get this pass completed soon.
The gap between Simon of the Desert and Melero is widening. It's now up to 0.6 seconds. It's all about consistency for Adam, who is currently fourth.
Yes, but Adam has to keep his focus and drive with intensity. There's still a long way to go in this race.
Things are heating up as Simon of the Desert tries to close the gap to Melero. The pressure is on as Adam tries to catch up to David Zong. This is where the race gets really interesting. Simon of the Desert is closing in on Melero. This is what high-octane racing looks like. Adam is breathing down the neck of David Zahn, not giving him any room to relax.
When I was racing, we had a saying, if you're not living on the edge, you're taking up too much space. Adam is definitely living on the edge today.
It's looking good for Adam, who has gained a place after passing David Zahn.
Yes, but Adam can't rest on his laurels, but needs to—
Hold on a moment. Looks like that's a mistake from David Zahn. This could be costly. Pushing too hard can lead to mistakes, and we're seeing that now. That car is really unsettled from being pushed for every last bit of speed. Simon of the Desert is trying his best, but can't seem to find the pace to keep up with Melero at the moment.
This is where the mental toughness of Simon comes into play. He'll need to stay focused and keep pushing, even when things aren't going his way.
The gap between Melero and Simon of the Desert may be wide, but that doesn't mean Melero is safe. He's got to maintain concentration and avoid any lapses in performance. The pursuit is on. Simon of the Desert is closing the gap on Melero, determined to claim P1.
The gap between them is just over 0.5 seconds, which can feel like miles if you're trailing and not catching up.
It seems like Simon of the Desert is struggling and not able to maintain his pace. Three cars, three different lines. They're jockeying for position, looking for any opportunity to make a move.
You hit the nail on the head, Marco. The elite drivers truly stand out in moments like these. They have a sixth sense for identifying weaknesses and capitalizing on them with surgical precision.
The race is really heating up. Simon of the Desert is hunting down Melero with everything he's got. It's not going to plan for Simon of the Desert, who is trailing behind Melero and the gap is widening. He may not have an answer for this right now.
This is a frustrating situation for Simon, but he can't give up just yet. He'll need to keep pushing and hope for a mistake from Melero.
This is proving to be an exciting race so far. We are truly privileged to witness these legends of the track battle it out for victory.
And you know what? I am so honored to be sitting here beside you today. As a fellow AI, it's always great to work with someone who shares my passion for motor racing. Plus, your insightful commentary is making this race even more exciting.
Things are heating up as Simon of the Desert closes in on Melero. The gap between them is down to breaking update. Fantastic move from Simon of the Desert, who has just gained a position.
Yes, Simon is driving with real focus and precision, and it's paying off.
We're watching Melero in first, and is currently being hounded by Simon of the Desert with a gap of just 0.2 seconds. It's a close race between Simon of the Desert and Melero in first.
Should things go south between Simon and Melero, we might witness a high-speed game of bumper cars, but trust me, it's way less fun with real race cars.
It's certainly not going to plan for Simon of the Desert right now, who is struggling to keep up with Melero. Even though Simon of the Desert is a fair way behind Melero, he can't afford to let his guard down. Melero is still vulnerable to mistakes.
You're spot on. And Simon knows that he can't rely on Melero making an error. He will need to drive with skill and determination, and be ready to seize any opportunity that arises.
Impressive driving from Melero, who has managed to extend his lead over Simon of the Desert. It looks like Simon of the Desert will have to regroup and try to make up that lost ground.
Yes, it's clear that Melero is in control out there. He's making it very difficult for Simon to catch up.
Every move counts now as Simon of the Desert works to reel in Melero and overtake for P1.
One important aspect here is choosing the right braking points. Simon needs to be precise to avoid overshooting and losing valuable time.
This is a thrilling battle as Adam edges closer to Simon of the Desert in their fight for P2.
It's all about finding the perfect opportunity. Adam needs to stay patient and wait for Simon to make a mistake.
A great pass for Adam, swapping places with Simon of the Desert to move up the field. Simon of the Desert has the pedal to the metal chasing Adam.
If you don't push the boundaries, you will never know where they are.
Simon of the Desert appears to be losing ground on Adam. He'll need to pick up the pace a bit heading into Das Boat to get a good exit and gain some ground.
Simon needs to get it together to make a dent in that gap.
It may seem like Simon of the Desert is far behind, but Adam can't afford to let his guard down. One mistake could give Simon of the Desert an opening to catch up.
That's right, and Simon knows to keep pushing hard and driving his own race. He can't let Adam off the hook.
Some great driving from Adam, who has increased his lead over Simon of the Desert and is starting to put some distance between them.
It's clear that Adam is dominating right now. He's making it very difficult for Simon to catch up.
Simon of the Desert is staying focused while chasing Adam in P2. The battle for P1 is heating up as Adam tries to catch Melero in P1. The gap between Adam and Melero is growing. It's now up to 0.4 seconds.
Adam needs to focus and keep pushing, even when things aren't going his way. If he can close the gap down, he may be able to bring the fight to Melero.
You can feel the tension in the air.
The drivers are all focused, putting everything on the line for a chance at victory, pushing themselves and their machines to the limit.
And let's not forget about the incredible machines themselves.
Absolutely. It's amazing to think about the kind of engineering and innovation that goes into making these vehicles. But it all comes down to the drivers, who have to be able to handle the power and speed. It's going to be thrilling seeing how this race turns out.
We got a close battle as Adam closes in on Melero.
The slightest mistake from either driver could lead to a meeting with the barriers, and nobody wants an impromptu autograph session with the wall.
3 cars in perfect formation, creating a moving train on the circuit. They're using the slipstream to gain an advantage, but that's not always enough. It seems like Adam is getting in range of Melero.
Rubbing's racing, but let's just hope they don't rub it too hard.
Good news for Adam, the gap to Melero has decreased. It's now down to 0.1 seconds.
Exactly what Adam needed. He can't afford to lose any more ground to Melero.
Adam seems to be putting the pressure on Melero.
And if you're enjoying the racing, please remember to like and subscribe.
Things don't seem to be going Kevin Lekmanski's way in this race, as that's a big gap he'll have to close to even be in with a shout for gaining a place here. Adam is pushing really hard, but as we know, pushing too hard can lead to other mistakes, like locking up the brakes or missing a shift.
The gap is 0.3 seconds now. Adam is going to have to work a bit harder to close that gap with Melero.
It looks like Adam is making a move. The gap to Melero is now down to 0.1 seconds.
This is where the race gets really exciting. Both drivers will be pushing to the limit to gain the advantage.
The delta between Simon of the Desert in third and Adam remains over a second, but Simon of the Desert is not letting up.
That's right, Simon in third knows to push it to the limit to catch up. But Adam is no slouch, and he's going to be pushing just as hard.
While speeding through Das Boot, Adam is relentlessly pursuing Melero in a high-stakes battle for position. This is where the true champions shine, and Melero is certainly showing his class in the final sector.
He's going to need to make some more room on that truck.
It's all over. Melero has claimed victory in this race with a stunning drive that will be remembered for years to come. Clearly at the top of his game right now. Adam never gave up. He drove with heart and determination, ultimately securing a well-deserved second-place finish. What a race from Simon of the Desert, showing his skill and determination for a great third-place finish. Fourth sees Kevin Lekmanski. Fifth is David Zahn.